back your homes or restore your dead to life.
But perhaps I can give you justice in the name of our king.
One of the biggest dilemmas going into the final season of Game of Thrones is how overwhelming the dead army is. The remaining citizens of Westeros need to band together in an effort to fight off the White Walkers. And that means dragonglass weapons as well as Valyrian steel need to be available to the living. Now, we know Jon accessed the caves on Dragonstone for his army, but let's just say the more the better when it comes to materials suitable for killing the dead. So where else could we find a stash of Valyrian steel? What about the one thing that's been contested since the very beginning of the narrative? The Iron Throne. Now listen, what would you say if I told you the Iron Throne was forged with the help of Aegon the Conqueror's personal dragon, VALYRIAN? Remember that huge dragon skull under the Red Keep that Cersei and Qyburn used as target practice when they were looking for ways to deal with Dany's army? That dragon. It was supposedly the biggest dragon around, and it helped the Targaryens conquer Westeros. It was also written that Aegon constructed the Iron Throne from the swords of the lords he defeated on his way to becoming the Lord of the Seven Kingdoms. He kept their swords and used Valyrian's fire to melt them into the Iron Throne that sits there today. If you recall, the formula for creating Valyrian steel was lost during the Doom of Valyria. The Doom was a massive volcanic eruption that destroyed Valyria and pretty much wiped out the entire peninsula, creating the Smoking Sea. Since that event, the only Valyrian steel weapons around are ones that weren't anywhere nearby when the volcanoes went off, like Ice and Heartsbane. This is part of the reason why so many fans believe the Iron Throne could be considered Valyrian steel, because the fire from the dragons would provide more magical properties than if by a more standard method of heating. Valyrian's fire may have caused a change in the metal that the swords were created from. If that's the case, then maybe the very thing that the main narrative of the story focuses on from the start could serve as the saving grace if the humans decide to destroy it for its special properties. The book series could add to the believability of this theory. For example, the Mad King Aerys Targaryen was often called King Scab because he was known to always get cut from sitting on the throne. It was said Aerys would sort of fall into the seat rather than setting himself down into it. But this could help be explained by the sharpness of Valyrian steel. Though a sword could be hundreds if not thousands of years old, it will hold its edge, meaning it won't get dull. If this is the case, then the blades forged into the throne could keep their sharpness even after hundreds of years, and countless Targaryens have sat on it. Anyway, I want to hear your thoughts. Is the Iron Throne actually made out of proper Valyrian steel, since it was created with the aid of a dragon, or is the community looking too much into the subject? Let us know your thoughts. As always, have a great day, take care, and I will see you soon.
Perhaps I can give you justice